Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast with me, Iona Meade. It's Relationship Freedom Friday. Whoop, whoop. And it's soul, tribe, impact, and soul family influence. So today on the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast, as we talk about life, work, balance, and spiritual business success, we're going to talk about relationships just a little bit, although I've just talked about it on my vision board challenge. And I'm thinking that actually I should just pause the daily lies because I forgot 2 this week and I had to double up. But here I am talking about relationships. I've already talked about it a little bit if you've watched it, but that's okay. So, Seven Freedoms Frequency, how are you feeling today? How would you rate your vibrational frequency around your relationships? For me, you girls high vibing. 1 and an 11. Between 1 and 11. The reason why I rate my relationship between my vibration between a 1 and 11, because we want to raise our vibrational frequency and be elevated to meet the people that are on a higher frequency that we want to high vibe with. So when we're low vibing, guess what we're going to bring in? Low vibing people too. Not low vibing people. People vibrating at a lower frequency because we're all equal. But people that are on a lower vibrational frequency, and the stuff that happens on a low vibrational frequency that we don't want in our lives, right? Yes. So are you raising your vibration every single day? Your girl is, and that's why I'm here, high vibing, and people are coming in manifesting at this frequency, and I'm excited, elevating the frequency of the planet, the consciousness, because that was my vision, to help improve the mental health and well-being of our nation and our future generation, to escape poverty and elevate prosperity, a prosperity consciousness. That's high vibes. High vibes. Love it. So my frequency is an 11 today. I love it. When I look back at all week from last Friday to this Friday, there is some contrast, if I'm honest. Last week we were like one more sleep, so I went on a date. Definitely with soulmate connection. Like, oh yes. More of that, please. It was amazing. And I had an amazing weekend. And then the contrast of not having that throughout the week has been there. However, just been allowing it, and then just focusing on building different relationships and bringing those in. And excuse me, it's been amazing. Really amazing. Really enlightening. Yeah, in contrast to, oh goodness, the last year. Yeah, so many relationships, all the relationships on my vision board I've touched base with in the last week. So that's amazing. All of them on my new vision board. Yeah. Soulmate, soul family, soul clients, soul daughter, my granddaughter, my goddaughter, my best friend. One of them I hadn't. Oh yeah, one of them I had. 2 of them I had. One of them I hadn't. A different one from years ago. We had a phone call for like 2 hours the other day. Soul clients, new you guys. Just thinking, joint vision partnerships, I didn't this week. But yeah, a lot of new relationships. We had over 120 5 new members come in. Is it 125? No, not quite. A lot of new members come in, which has been amazing, into the vision board group, and new members in the Spiritual Entrepreneurs Book Launch Club, because that is amazing as well. Just, yeah, like really lovely week. So if you've got a vision board and you're doing my vision board, my spiritual business vision board with all of the 7 freedoms on, I was talking about this on the vision board challenge, bring in 444 relationships from each area. So for contribution, your relationships with your soul clients and your soul tribe, and your health, the relationship with your health, the relationship with your emotions, like in relationships with you or others, they make you feel a certain type of way, especially when you're an empath and you're absorbing other people's energy. You've got to have a lot of boundaries in place. And then your environment, where you travel, where you work, where you be in relationships, and where you are in the world as well, like how long you will live. Like, it's crazy. Have you ever looked up a chart where the life expectancy in different countries varies so much? Huge, 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 huge. Families that you were born into, adopted into, fostered into, it's going to change the trajectory. What else? The vision board. Talk about how you launch your day, lead your day, and leave your day in terms of relationships. Today, I've been to see my granddaughter. It just lit me up. Made me very emotional. Very emotional to have the freedom to be able to drop everything and do that and see my grandson as well, Teddy. It was lovely. And I dedicate my work to them. So it's just really nice just to, yeah, really, really nice. I had a good day. Have you had a good day? Let me know. Let me know where you're watching from. We're talking about relationships and manifesting life work balance. And I want to say all the relationships, all the people that have posted in the Women Helping Women Entrepreneurs group, not only on the Vision Board Challenge, but also giving me love on me publishing my paperback book. That was just so lovely. There are good people in the world. That route for your success is massive. What I want to talk about is the soul guided action steps that you feel nudged to take. Are you listening to that soul guidance? I was nudged to remove the relationship that I was building. I blew it up. I blew it up. And I'm like, oh. And I believe if it's for me, it will come back to me. I didn't intentionally blow it up. I just have boundaries and standards. And I didn't communicate them as well as I could. I was good, but it wasn't what I expected to happen over this last week. And just figuring that out. I've got my soulmate on my vision board, and I'm just like sitting here reflecting like over this last week, and I want all of my relationships to be amazing. I also want to travel this life and this earthly plane in union, and that's the biggest one for me on my vision board. And I say biggest when you think, if you're going to say it's the biggest, then you've got the biggest gap, but it means the most to me at this point in time, because I know what it feels like to have that, and it feels amazing. I remember one of my soul sisters talking recently, actually. We worked together years ago, and we were talking on our monthly call. It was just us on our monthly call a few months ago when I was in London, and she's saying, write down what it is that you want to manifest. This is what she did for her soulmate, her husband, 20 years ago or something. I'm like, wow. And she's like, no, do this, do that. And she said, oh, the guy has hair. I was like, well, I'm not talking to anybody with hair. And because I like bald heads. And she said, write down this and write down that. And I'm like, oh, okay. She was epic. Really epic at the way that she was describing like relationships and soulmates. And she said, when you get that bit handled, life is much more peaceful. There's a part that is not missing as such, but just, you know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, I know that feeling. When you've got that handle, you've just not got it on your brain anymore. It's like they're just part and parcel, So it's that for me, for relationships. When we talk about gratitude and expressing gratitude for all of the areas in our life, I like to express gratitude for all of the 7 freedoms. So the contribution freedom, health freedom, emotional freedom, environmental freedom, spiritual freedom, financial freedom. And I've done this already today. But think of 7 things that you are grateful for in each area of your life. Excuse me. And write them down, journal them, or post them in the group, the vision board group. Bank 50k in 50 days challenge. I've already done it today. So imagine that you were going to bank 50k in 50 days today. I gave you my journal, my Soul Legacy journal, gives you £1,000, dollars, euros. Today, you've got to type 10% to a worthy cause. what would you spend the other 900 on? Spend it on the things that are on your vision board to do with your relationships and have a wonderful time. The book that I usually listen to is The Love Language, and I know what my love language is. And when my love language is not being met, which was the thing, that's big for me. There's an awareness of that. Like, yeah, this is not going to work for me. There's an awareness of that. So I love the 5 love languages. Do you know what your love languages are? I pulled a card for today. I'm not going to pull a card now. And I'm going to make this even the shortest YouTube podcast because I've been on already doing yesterday's YouTube podcast. Then I did my live and then for my vision board challenge. And this is like, it's Friday night. I'm going to go chill out. I'm actually going to go get in the bath and just soak and just bask in the energy of a week that has been epic. So this is me, Iona Meade, signing off. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is short and sweet. Hey, let me know where you're watching from. I always say, show up, speak out and serve deep, share your gifts, shine your light because you are born to serve. Be blessed in your soul purpose. I shall see you on the next episode. Take care.